What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am going to be reviewing the S.H.MonsterArts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm just going to call it the bonus pack because that's basically what it is. But before I do that, what took the longest for this video to happen is because right here on my Godzilla figure on his left hand, the ball joint inside the hand broke when I was doing some photos with this figure, and it was just something that needed to be fixed before I forgot about it and lost all the pieces. But yes, his wrists and everything still moves. The only difference is when I rotate the hand, the forearm will rotate too. I don't know why, but it can still do it when I hold this part and then just rotate the hand. But it can still go in and out and rotate. So I'm glad I did get the fix that. I did show a little bit of the steps in a short beforehand. So that was just a quick, just letting y'all know why it took me a little while to get this video going. Alright, now to the main video. And that is the bonus pack of Kong. Now, I know it's called something else, but it's basically just a bonus pack of what we already got. Now, I'm not going to go over the articulation on this figure because it's just the same as the first release of Kong. The only new thing we got is just the head. Well, this head specifically, because the other two are just the same as the original. The only thing is on the faces, they just got a little bit of like red paint, just a little dry brushed on them in certain spots. And the other thing that's different on this Kong figure is the bonus scars that Godzilla gave him, if the camera would focus. As y'all can see right here, those scar marks or scratch marks from when Godzilla went on a rampage against him. And that is basically the only difference on this model, is just the red paint in certain spots and this one head. Now, the other things we're going to talk about of this figure is his accessories. And before I get into the other stuff, we're just going to talk about his main ones that goes to the figure, and that is his extra hand. Now, he actually had two more hands that came with him, but they're just same as the original, being the ones that grabs the axe. And he has his fists that I left on the figure. These hands right here are more unique because they are different. And that is because you have like these ones right here more for like grabbing or to be holding something. But if you are creative enough, and if you have the Mecha Godzilla, or if you have this figure and does come with this, I'm just going to pull this part out just to show. But you can get him to do like the scene when he's on his back with him. That is basically fits right here where he grabs a hold of Mega Godzilla and aims his head upwards. Move that back. This hand is made to hold the heaves or anything else you want to just put in his hand. This one is actually the one that goes with this accessory piece to hold the neck of Mega Godzilla. And you can tell the difference because this one has the two fingers right here touching. Is the only thing that I can tell that's different from just the regular grabbing and holding hands. Now we did get this hand, and I'm thinking this one right here is more for like from the scene on the ship when he is reaching out to oh, didn't mean to drop it. Reaching out to Geo in the rain. As I thought this one was the one that holds the heaves, but it does not really hold anything. So it's more of, I'm thinking from that scene when he's reaching out to Geo. And that is basically all the things that you switch out for his hands that are new. Now the heads, like I said, are just the same as the original. So we're going to move on to, since I already pulled him out, the Mecha Godzilla head and neck is almost basically the same as the figure. Only thing is we get his neck right here, and he has his the mouth has this piece right here for his atomic or the ray, his heat ray. Now I was also wondering, and I know some of y'all probably are, and I know probably other people have done reviews and talked about this, but can you switch the heads out for this figure for the actual figure to sit on? And I did try this off camera, and it does not work. The ball joint on this figure is just a little bit bigger than what's on this head. But you can actually get to, like, if you have Mega Godzilla sitting at a certain angle, you can get it to like the rest on the ball joint forward. But like I said, even with this head right here, move this over here so y'all can still see it. If I can find the right hand. Like I said, for these hands right here, you can actually take and have Kong doing from the scene in the movie with the figure. Trying to do this with one hand while the other hand is holding him. So he can raise Mechagodzilla's head upwards. I just thought that was kind of neat that they threw that in there. So if you wanted to put them in the battle scene from that certain scene, they actually gave us hands to do that. Move him on back to the side. Now we're going to talk about one of the main features, and that is the axe. Right here. You know what? I'm going to pull out the other axe. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I brought out the other axe I had out on the shelf. But this is basically the difference. This one's just brighter because it's building up the energy from Godzilla. And paint color I thought was a little different, and it kind of is. This one's a little bit more, I'm guessing not as dark because it's being brightened up by the blade. So when you look at this one, it's a little bit darker. If I can get it to show. But when you take it and look at this one right here, it's not as dark, and that is a kind of a bonus because, like I said, this is being brightened up more than this one. But this also came with this piece right here for it to light up. Not light up, but be charged all the way. The only thing is this right here is hard to put on, so I'm not going to bother putting it on. I did put it on for the unboxing. But this is almost kind of cool, and I would have left it on there, but it's like two pieces right here Or are they on this one? It's on this one where you see right here. When you put on there, and it's like does have the grooves for it, and there's a hole for this one's pin to go into, but when you try to put this on there, it sometimes does not stick, as I be pushing on it, and I'm scared to break like the pieces right here, or just breaking the blade, so I probably won't, once I put this on, I probably won't take it off for a while. Now we're going to move on to the last thing that came with Kong, and that is the Heavies. And I do have them on their stand. Now, granted, you do not need them on the stand because these do rotate, and I did show that in the unboxing. But be very careful when you rotate these, because these will pop off, and I had one of them pop off and went sliding through the floor. And it took me a couple hours to find it because how small these pieces are. Now, I do have the Playmates version that we did get, and I just decided to pull this out for like, kind of do like a comparisons for it. And everything does look very closely together. It would have been neat if they would have had us put that little bit of a black paint on the windows, but I know this is very small, and if they did, they would have probably cost a little bit more. But I mean, that ain't that hard to do. But I mean, for the size, if you have these and seen my video on painting these, you could just have these like kind of in the distance, and when you do close-up pictures, if you do stuff like that, you could just have it just like this. But we're going to move this one out the way. But yes, these do actually fit in one of the hands, if I can. Okay, I got that one off. Now, one of these hands, I believe it's this one right here, where it's almost like the hands that goes to the axe, but it's more opened. And you just take the heaves and just push it right into his hands to hold. Now, I prefer to keep these on the stand for right now because these are very small and I don't want to lose them. But these right here do rotate at the bottom because they're just on circle pegs. So I kind of do like that, so you can put them in the poses and just turn them. But these are on wire, so I kind of recommend not to like fold these two. Like say I'm going to take this and turn it to a 90-degree angle or even further. I would not recommend that. Maybe just a little bend here and there. But when you're done doing that, keep them where you want them, or just straighten them back up to keep the wire from breaking. Try and get him back in formation. But I don't know, after a while these might end up just bowing from the ships, the heaves being on them. I'm trying to strain them, but every time I move them one way, it bows to another way. So it's just like, just be careful with these. But when you put them next to Kong, they look like they are flying, and they stand right up against his shoulders. Now, like I said, I wasn't going to do too much with the figure, because if you want to see the like what the figure can do, check out the other video that I did on the original review on Kong, because that's basically what this is. The only difference is this Kong figure is, this piece right here is not loose and the leg ain't loose like the one I have before. But he still is around the same size as the other one. Since it's just a new chest piece and new head piece and just a couple of hands. And oh yeah, before I forget, you can actually take these hands right here and switch them out on the other Kong figure. I just figure I forgot to mention that you can put these hands on the original release of Kong. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and I will see everybody next time.